Hello guys, I'm Futureal. I stream 5 days a week over on twitch.tv/Futureal, and it's only fitting that this Project Diablo 2 beta video comes from the jacuzzi because it's time for the Giga Chad of the Diablo 2 world. It is the Barbarian. We're going to test the Whirlwind, we're going to test the Throw Barb, and we are going to test the Warcry. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave me with a like and a subscribe, and don't forget to leave your comment down below for what you are going to play in the next season and how your season is progressing. Until the next video, take care, and I will see you soon. Time for the first Barb build, guys. First Barb build is going to be Whirlwind. Start off with the Mercenary. He's wearing Beast in a Etnax. Laying of Hands, String of Ears, of course, Gores, Crown of Ages, and Fortitude. I'm wearing Reapers, Enigma, Crown of Ages, High Lords, String, Laying of Hands, and Gores. We don't have Corruptions, so I have to use a Ravenfrost. Ideally, you don't want to do that. You should probably wear a BK, for instance, or something similar. Maybe a Rare Ring with Canopy Frozen on your Gores, for instance. But it is what it is, and we just have to make do with what you have. Small Charms, max with life, or res with life. Torch Annie, and max with life down here. So we have a really, really interesting map that we're going to try. So we max Whirlwind, max Polearm Mastery. I have maxed Combat Reflexes, 1 in increased speed and natural res. 12 points in Iron Skin for the 6% damage reduction, taking us to exactly 40%. And we have 1 point in Find Item, 1 point in Battle Cry, maxed Battle Command, and there was 1 point spare at level 95 that I put in Battle Orders. So if you're lower level, I would suggest you to take points out of Combat Reflexes and keep everything else the same. And then just level Combat Reflexes last, and then if you are above level 95, put your points in Battle Orders. That is my suggestion. So we have this 311% density River of Blood map here. Is pretty damn big, 38% increased maximum life. So let's just spawn this and take a look what we have. Give me like this and like that. So we have, wait, what? There we go. There is the Spirit. Okay, so now we have buffed up, we have the Spirit, we have almost 11,000 attack rating, and maxing out at 16k top damage with 4k health, 40% damage reduction. This should be working quite well here. As you can see, we don't have Mana Leech because we don't have this frickin' Corruptions, unfortunately. But ignore the loss of Mana Leech, guys. You would have Mana Leech on this build when you're playing it on live. This is more to show the damage of the build. So as you can see, the damage is pretty damn good. And this is not even the most ideal weapon that you can use for this build. It's a good weapon, but it's not the best one. But this build is really, really high damage. And you can basically start whirlwinding when you enter the dungeon or enter the map, and you stop when the map has finished. 2 one-handers is, of course, an option in different season, different things are good. I'm choosing to go with a 2-hander just because it's a easy and cheap way of doing it. Reaper's Toll, this one is ethereal. Getting a regular Reaper's Toll is very, very cheap usually, so that's like an entry point into this build. As soon as you can get a Reaper, you can start playing this build properly. And it doesn't really matter too much. If you want to go 2 one-handers, there are things you can do. You can go Beast, you can go Breath of the Dying, you can go Ethereal Death Cleaver. There are many options. You can go Ethereal Executioner's Justice, Cranium Basher. there is tons. There's tons of ways to do this. So this doesn't mean that this is the best gear. I'm just showing you how good the damage can be with the gear that I have available here. So if you are interested in testing out the Whirlwind Barb, we absolutely demolish this over 300% density River of Blood map here. The only thing you need to do that I haven't done, because I don't have corruptions, is make sure that you have Mana Leech. Mana Leech is very, very important to keep this build going. So either get a Wisp with Mana Leech, get a Raven with Mana Leech, or if you don't want to play a Raven because the cold damage you can't Hork if you use this also for Trav, for instance. You can use a Rare Ring, high attack rating, max damage, stats with Mana Leech on, maybe even Dual Leech if you want to do that. Or you can get Mana Leech on your Laying of Hands. There's many ways of sorting that out. So yeah, check out the Whirlwind Barb, guys. It's very, very strong. It's also good on low level. So this season, I think there's a lot of people that's going to be playing Whirlwind Barb. Now, over to the Throw Barb. Second build for the Barb, guys. It is the Throw Barb, and very, very simple compared to the Whirlwind. We just changed the weapons. Just change the weapons and respect, and this is going to work just fine. But if you didn't see the Whirlwind video, we're going to go over the gears. We're going Beast at Nax. That's the best choice. Going Fortitude, Crown of Ages, Laying of Hands, String, and Gores. And the character is using Mangsong on swap for Find Item and pre-buffing with 6 skills. Very nice. Ethereal Lacerator, Ethereal Ghostclave, the Wraithflight. We don't have anything better. Obviously, you would technically use a crafted item here, but I'm not going to sit on the beta and craft items. That's just going to take too long. Not even the corruptions on this right here. So very, very even good gear, but more like mediocre good gear. Crown of Ages, High Lords, Enigma, Laying, Wisp for the Heart of the Wolverine, and the Lightning Absorb. String of Ears for DR and Leech. Raven, because we can't have Canopy Frozen corruptions. I wouldn't use this Raven, probably, because of the cold damage if you want to use Find Item. Some people like using it, some people don't like using it. It's pretty much up to you what you want to do. You can go with a Rare Ring with like Dual Leech or whatever instead of this Raven and get your Canopy Frozen corruption on either Gores or a Ring. Inventory is just max damage life or res life across the board, Torch Annie, and max damage life, Grand Charms. The build is very straightforward. It's the same build that I played in Season 4. No, in Season 3. So max double swing, double throw. Throw mastery, maxed. 12 points in Iron Skin to reach the 40% damage reduction. 1 in increased speed, 1 in natural res, 1 in find item, max battle command, and I dumped the rest of the points in combat reflexes. So that was the same build. We have this same map as well. We're going to go the other direction. So see how we do there. 311% density with 38% increased maximum life. So this is a pretty tough map, but I think we are going to do pretty well here. So we forgot to apply the attack speed bug. Let me just explain the attack speed bug real quick. So if you look at my attack speed here, if you do a little trick by picking up your slowest weapon, that has to be in this hand, and the fastest in your offhand, pick it up, put it back down, you gain attack speed frames. So if you're playing a Throw Barb, absolutely take advantage of that attack speed bug. You also do the same on Trapsin. I showed that earlier today. So yeah, the attack speed bug is very, very nice. You just have to remember to apply it every time you swap weapons. So if you have to rebuff your battle orders, you have to apply the attack speed bug again. So yeah, as you can see, damage here is very, very nice. Just mows down everything. The gear is good, but it's not stupid good. We actually have no corruptions in our gear. So I have to chain drink mana potions because we don't have mana leech corruption on our gear. But on live, make sure that you have mana leech, either from a rare ring or on gloves or something like this. So very, very nice build, very, very strong build. I don't know how many times this build has been nerfed. It's still slaying. It's still slaying a lot. So yeah, check out the throw barb, guys. It's very, very strong. One of my favorite builds in the entire game. So I hope you will check out the throw barb at one point and test that out for yourself. Now over to the last barb build. Time is here, guys, for the last of the barb builds that we are testing in this Season 5 beta. It is going to be the Warcry barb, like in the early game video. And there is quite a few ways to build this character. I have chosen to do it with Doom. The extra Holy Freeze aura from Doom is very, very nice. It allows me to have an Act 2 mercenary for the 9% damage reduction. I think this is defensively probably the strongest option you can have. My character is... it's built a little janky right now, but bear with me for a second while I explain why. I think the best setup is Hodo and Storm Shield for a build that doesn't become stupid expensive. However, the problem is that on the ladder right now, or on the beta, I'd rather say, on the beta servers, we don't have corruptions. So I don't actually have the 105 FCR. That's something you must do on your own Warcry barb if you want to play this build. You have to get yourself a 2-2 barb with as much FCR as possible amulet, or gloves, or rings, or belt with FCR. You have to get to 105. It's very, very important. The only reason I can't do it is because I don't have any corruptions. The other thing is, we don't have life after kill either. We can't come across life after kill stat. So you must get 105 FCR, you must get life after kill, and you must get mana after kill. Life after kill and mana after kill are the two stats that are going to keep you going with this build. They're absolutely mandatory. Must have them. If not, this build is not going to work whatsoever. So the gear that I have is Tranks. We have double SOJ, Arachnid's Mesh, Marowaks for Cannot Be Frozen and big stats. Enigma for the teleport, Halberds for damage reduction and some skills, Mara, Storm Shield, and Heart of the Oak. And we have a Mang Songs for a find item here. The build is pretty straightforward. Combat Masteries, 1 in each. Nothing in weapons, of course. Nothing in combat. Warcries, max Warcry, max Battlecry, max Battle Command, max Howl. 1 point in find item, and I dump the rest in battle orders. Both because it gives me health, and it is also a damage synergy with Warcry. Some of you might have preferred putting points in combat reflexes, because it gives more health, but the added damage benefit from this synergy right here makes me pick battle orders. We're going to try this in a cow map, 238 density cow map, and it is pretty straightforward. Just buff up, summon your spirit. There he is. Excuse me, there he is. That is the one on the Hodo. Since they can't die now, there's no reason to not summon that guy. So the rotation is teleport, Battlecry, Warcry. You wanna always apply Battlecry for the increased physical damage. So let's see how this goes. So yeah, this is pretty damn good. And this is quite far away from having optimal gear as well. And this is a tier 3 map. The cows are very, very healthy. You could say that they are beefy. But yeah, you are gonna go absolutely crazy playing this build with your sound on. I'm not gonna lie. So make sure that you have either some way to cleanse your brain, or turn off the sound. This build is really fucking noisy. And you can also see here the benefits of that Holy Freeze aura. It's very, very safe. We have max block with Storm Shield. With 105 FCR, the damage would go up like 20%, almost 20%, and the build would just feel so much more smooth to play as well. So yeah, if you want to check out the Warcry Barb, you can use this build right here. Just make sure that you get the 105 FCR and you get the mana per kill and the life per kill. Those are super important to allow you to stay sustained and just blast forward and kill everything. But very, very strong build. It's not my favorite build because it is so noisy, and I usually play the game, with the game sound on, as you can hear. But this is a very strong build, and I hope that if you are interested in playing this character, you find some help in this guide. We can just go back to town here. There's not really anything else to try to test. Very strong build. Again, want to put heavy emphasis on you must get to 105 FCR. The way to do that is to get yourself a tutor barb with as much FCR amulet as possible, and to get FCR corruptions on belt rings or gloves. Even on Storm Shield, you can get 10 FCR. So that's the build. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure that you leave a comment down below with what you are going to play this season and how the season is turning out for you. Thank you so much for watching this Barb video, and I will see you on the next one.